We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the penultimate game of the year between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Harold, what do you got?
You know, I'm excited to watch this guy pitch. He's got over 200 strikeouts on the season. With that comes a lot of innings. He's very durable, almost like a throwback type of guy. So watching him execute his game plan is very fun to me, and I hope he's on top of his game today so you can see the best of him as well.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Well, Matt, and another thing, I mean, this is a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hit out towards second. Towards second, Zobrist is there, and he's retired here, 1 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this is a very aggressive club. They steal a lot of bases. They're not at the top of the league, but, man, they're right there. They're not far behind. They will run at every opportunity they get to try to force mistakes.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now Lester's 0-1. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now.
Batting third.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Digging in now, Joey Votto. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of if you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds are down and ordered. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Homer Bailey is on the mound for game 2. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's getting close to 200 innings, so I want to see what's his stuff look like, because when you get to that 200 barrier, that's when guys start to have fatigue set in. The stuff's not as electric. The fastball doesn't explode. The breaking ball doesn't snap. He's moving to that range now, so I'm curious to watch him throw in this game.
Leading off for the Cubs.
In now is John Jay. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Harold, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a little bit of a struggle. 1-3 on the road trip. You never want to be in that position, but you try to pick up as many wins as you possibly can. That's why this game today is important.
Three and 0 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Here it is on 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He is, of course, a guy to be wary of if he gets on base. His stolen base total leads the ball club. Fastball in there for a called strike. His lifetime numbers against Bailey comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once. The 0-1 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm hoping to see Jason Hayward turn it around. He had only 2 home runs last month, which is not good for a guy that hits in the middle of the order. They're going to need a lot more production and a lot more power from him moving forward. They expect it, and so do I.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Seems like he's really having a tough time finding that rhythm right here in the first inning. He walked a guy. Now he's falling behind this hitter. He better figure it out quick.
Two and 0 pitch on the way. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he got ahead of him right there, and I'd even say he got away with one. Down and into this guy, that's his nitro zone right there. You don't want to float around there very often.
Bailey pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Oh, and Rizzo gets on top of one and sends it in the air out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And this is fouled straight back. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. His past history against John Lester, 3 base hits in 26 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Here comes the first pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Well, we've watched him dip below 230 in this cold streak. We start off the season okay. That single right there, maybe that turns him around and gets him going the right direction.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Comes set and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs.
Shortstop.
And I'm looking at John Jay. You know, John Jay doesn't run real well, but you would not know it. He gets such great jumps on balls that he's places he should not be. You think the ball's going to land, and then you see John Jay sitting there waiting for it.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Hit on the ground out to short. Russell's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 7th, left fielder Ryan Rayburn.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Rayburn. His past history against John Lester, he's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Well, this is one of those big opportunities. You look back and say, did we learn anything? Now, yesterday, runners in scoring position in big situations, I couldn't drive them in. Now you got a chance to show you learn something and drive a run in here.
Curveball that time, not even close. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ready now, Kyle Schwarber, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club.
Kyle Schwarber.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Now here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 3-2 one more time. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
That's a tremendous at-bat. Saw a bunch of pitches, saw basically everything he throws, and then got a base hit to right field. Can't write it any better.
Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rayburn sprinting after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
And here's how the Reds line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And these guys can really defend. All you got to do is look at the error column. They're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. They don't beat themselves very often. You're going to have to earn it to beat them.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. One 1-0 count. Here it is. A called strike over the outside corner.
21.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
Bottom of the second here with no score. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. He's got it. Cozart for 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Batting 8th, catcher, Sean Lester.
Into the box now, John Lester. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
He's ready. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloudgate there, a popular tourist destination in Millennium Park.
Leading off for Cincinnati.
Stepping up now, Matt Schaefer.
Baseman.
He'll match
Matt
up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2 now from Lester. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Into the box, Homer Bailey. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Hamilton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hit on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Jay reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
The 0-1. And there's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the 3rd, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled back. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Sent on the ground out to second. And Hayward has a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
When you're struggling, you'll look for anything. Been off to a little bit of a cold streak. He didn't hit it hard, but that's a big one to build on.
Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Fouled straight back. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rayburn is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. From the stretch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Another 0-2 coming. Grounded to the right. And he will take this to the bag himself. A great play there that certainly saved a run as they get out of the inning unscathed. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Eugenio Suarez.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
In is Joey Votto now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Now Lester's 0-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
Hard hit at third. Bryant is up with it, and he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder Adam Duvall.
Riding in once again, Adam Duvall, a base hit in his first trip. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. The 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Lester is there, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1 on to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Kyle Schwarber.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
In the air, out to right. Duvall moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Digging in, Addison Russell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses with it. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. Another one sent foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. So he's aboard following the one-out walk. They're second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see that the Cubs are currently tops in the NL in that department. Here's Ben Zobrist now, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, pitcher, Sean Lester.
Striding into the box, John Lester. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
There's another swinging strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
The 0-2 delivery. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Rayburn is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Into the box now, Zach Cozart. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Zach Cozart.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Softly hit out toward short. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
In now, Ryan Rayburn, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he got him.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Matt Schaefer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Homer Bailey, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And the changeup is way low that time. One and two. Here it comes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. Halfway home, still no score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes again. 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Digging in once again, John Jay. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Once again a 3-2. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Ready for another shot now. Jason Hayward. A hit in 2 tries so far. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that fastball's always the hardest one to lay off. It's right there in your eyes, and it looks so good. Good job of holding up.
The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Lifted in the air to center. Hamilton is under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Red Ryan.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
2 out with the man at first. Hit down the third base line. And there's his first base hit in this one.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Duvall is after it. He won't have a play, and this should finally get him on the board. The runner scores from second, and a relay to the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
You can see right here, he might have been better off retreating and keeping the ball in front of him. Instead, he leaves to try for it, can't haul it in, and 2 runs come around to score. I think he'll play it safer next time.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bailey pauses. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Rizzo is on his way home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, that's a big RBI single right there. As well as their pitcher is throwing right now, 3-0 might be all he needs to bring it home.
Cody Reed is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Cody Reed.
Here's Addison Russell, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 3 runs already home here. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit it, and he's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Here it is. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Stepping in now, John Lester. And he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Bryant barehands it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
You got that right, Matt. There is a lot of moving parts on that barehanded play, and it is a thing of beauty when everything comes together just like it did. You can bet he'll be watching this one again after the game.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. A fastball right over the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Ready for another chance? Joey Votto. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Another 2-2 offering. Seared down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pitch popped up, calling for it, Bryant, and that's the third out. Reds are down and ordered, still down 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Hit the other way out toward right field. Duvall is underneath this one, and very quickly one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
Digging in to try it again, John Jay. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason.
Striding in once again, Jason Hayward. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
And he lays off for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So a 2-out single there and gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. Here's Chris Bryant now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he misses 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Votto ranging into shallow right. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Oh, he hits That's a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope,
and that slider's almost in the dirt.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
Come on, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Suarez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 6 full. Cubs lead it 3-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready once again, Adam Duvall. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Adam Duvall.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to 3rd. Bryant's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Digging in once again, Devin Mesoraco, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now, the first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
At the plate, Addison Russell. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Here it comes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches, gets a 2-2 count, and gets a base hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Lifted in the air to right field. Duvall has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Lester.
At the plate, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set, and the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. He's in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
In the air to straightaway right. Duvall shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Striding in, Ryan Rayburn. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Fielder, Ryan Rayburn.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Lester ready, the 1-0. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now, they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
Into the box now, Matt Schaefer, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This is lifted out to left. Schwarber over to his left. 1 out. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jose Peraza will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 9, Jose Peraza.
In there, 0-1 comes into play here at 273. 16 homers and 58 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Hey, that's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
That's a nice take right there. You don't get too excited about somebody taking a pitch, but a changeup right there in that situation with 2 strikes, that's good hitting.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Two out with the man at first. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Reds leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Tony Cincinatti is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Tony Cincinatti.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a high strike there, 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 0-2 home. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hamilton is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
In now is John Jay. Previous meetings against Tony Cincinatti, 4 for 14. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Now here's the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's Jason Hayward now. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Duvall racing back out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Number 14 on the season, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Anthony Rizzo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Previous meetings against Tony Cincinatti. He's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Cincinatti pauses. Here's the 2-1. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Set to deal on 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Another try at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll reach over his head to make the play. And a sparkling play it was to end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
the first baseman, number 19.
A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. In is Joey Votto now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder, Adam Duvall.
Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
That's what makes this guy so great. A pitch right on the corner. Most people cannot do that. Seems like he does it anytime he sits back there and says, here's where I want to put it, and he puts it there.
2 out, nobody on. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 the score this afternoon. Chicago win for the 96th time, most in the division. John Lester wins his 17th game of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. His record is now 17-5. The loss goes to Homer Bailey, his 14th loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express route.